All right, all right, all right, all right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
How many days has it been since the last time we did this?
A few days.
We did it
Four
like
or
last
5
week.
days, yeah.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1, 2, 3. It's been a few days.
Okay, let's do
All
it
right.
again.
All right.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Bubus.
What's going on, guys? I am General Future, aka Dave,
Hey, it's Minnie.
and together we are the Bubu Future. So, as the Bubu Future, we're on a mission. We're on a mission to help spread love, self-love, unity, peace, and just a good time. And in order to support the mission, one of the ways that you can support the mission is by shopping our wares on bubufuture.com. We sell secondhand clothes, home goods, objets, and art, and mixing in a little bit of retro tech in there as well.
Yes.
And that's what you'll find in the Bubu Future. So if you want to buy a gift for someone or are shopping for yourself, want to add a little something to your wardrobe, come check us out. We're available, as I said, on our website and also on eBay, Depop, and Poshmark. Anywhere else? Oh,
Depop. Did you already say
I
that?
said Depop.
Okay.
Oh, I got a good one for you guys. We're also on Whatnot.
Oh, Whatnot, yes.
Man, so Whatnot's been really exciting. We've been selling live a few days each week for the last couple weeks now, and I don't know, man. It's starting to. I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
So if you guys are on Whatnot, come check us out. We'll put a link, a referral link, in the description below. And if you sign up for Whatnot using the link, you get an automatic $15 to spend on a Whatnot show. So go ahead, sign up, come watch one of our shows, and buy something from us. Today's episode, we have a very special topic to talk about today, and we're very excited about this. So a good friend of ours from way back in the day, this is a kid that like we grew up with.
Like a little
Like he was a
kid
little
bro.
kokdaji, what's the word I'm looking for? A little
kotakji?
kokdaji.
Like a little booger?
Yeah, like a little booger, like a little kokdaji that he used to run around at.
Yeah,
the
he
church
was
when we were growing
so
up.
mischievous.
Yeah, super mischievous. Always very. He had a very strong sense of like like. And as we grew up, it was really cool watching this like angry little kid. Not angry. He was just like very like opinionated and blah blah blah, and grow up and just become such a cool, creative adult. And this person that we're talking about is our friend Andy Ko. Andy is huge on social media. He's one of the ones that kind of inspired me to kind of dip my toes in the water a little bit more. And when I was in Korea last year,
2 years ago.
2 years ago, man, time flies. I had the opportunity to meet up with him.
Wow.
And when we were talking at that time, he was telling me that he wanted to become an actor.
Wow.
And that he was like starting his path, like he was going to take Korean language classes. And he lives in Korea, right? And so he's there full time. And one of the things that really inspired me about when he was telling me that is, this is when I was starting to go through my own personal journey of like waking up to myself and really going after the things that I thought that I wanted for myself in my life and trying to live my life the way that I want to live it. And he was spinning that truth back then, saying he wants to be an actor. He lives in Korea, but just because he can't speak perfect Korean doesn't mean that you can't be an actor.
Absolutely, yeah.
The reframe for him is that there are many shows and many movies where they have Korean American actors, and the people that are hired for those roles aren't actually Korean American.
Right.
And he's like,
True.
there is absolutely a niche that I can fit into and I can do this. So our friend Andy, he has been pursuing acting, and he just announced on social media that he's in a film that's premiering at the Chicago International Film Festival in October. And the title of the film is called Before the Call, or the Korean title is 부름 전에. And I don't know, we just want to take a little minute and talk to you guys a little bit about what the movie's about and our feelings on it and stuff like that. So before we get started, let me read you the synopsis from the Chicago Film Festival website. The synopsis says, Jinwoo, a Korean American, returns to Seoul amid an escalating global crisis. Despite being exempt from service, he's determined to enlist in the military and join the Korean soldiers being sent overseas. Awaiting his deployment day, he spends his time wandering the city's winding streets, reconnecting with old friends, and trying to win the approval of his stern, reserved father. A quiet tension builds as the big day approaches, and Chinu begins to question his decision. So yeah, it sounds really interesting. And as a Korean American who immigrated from Korea to the States when I was a baby, or 5 years old, this really hits home for me. Because as I was growing up, one of the, especially like as I approached my teens and like 20s, the time when I like wanted to be over in Korea and like go partying and, you know, learn about all that part of Korea. A big fear of mine was, if I go to Korea, will they, because I'm technically a Korean citizen by birth.
Yeah.
I was like, will they force me to go to the army? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but in Korea, all males are required to serve time in the military. It's kind of like a rite of passage in a way. And I think that part of it is actually
really
pretty
huge.
cool. That part of it I think is really interesting. That's something that I feel like is totally missing in American culture. And sure, if we were to try to implement it now, it would feel a little ham-fisted. But I feel like there is a path for a different kind of like rite of passage, you know, for one to be developed. But in Korea, I think the rule is you have to spend, is it 2 years?
I think it's up to 2 years, yeah.
2 years in military service. And in Korean, people just refer to as 군대 간다. Right? Like you have to, 군대 means military, and you have to go serve your time in the military. And, but yeah, I mean, it's from the synopsis, it sounds like the character, he's Korean American. So I'm assuming this was a character much like me where it wasn't required of him to serve in the Korean military, but because he was living in Korea, he wants to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And not to mention, you know, again, we'll see in the movie.
Right.
But there's an escalating global crisis, and Korean soldiers are about to be sent overseas, and he wants to be a part of that. And he feels, you know, he feels a duty, I think. And that part is really interesting. It'll be very curious to see how that plays out. But before we get any further, let's go ahead and watch the trailer for this real quick, and we'll show it for you guys on the screen as well.
매년 수천 명의 대한민국 청년들이 군복을 입고 병격의 의무에 응답합니다. 지속적인 북한의 위협으로부터 조국을 지킬 준비를 하기 위한 센 통과 의례이기도 합니다. 나 전 세계적인 긴장이 고조되고 해외 분쟁 개입 가능성이 커지면서
I know, I almost got like
논쟁의 불씨가 되고 있습니다.
emotional.
Remember when he was doing his Jumbo videos on TikTok? I think his girlfriend's name is Chisu.
부름 전에.
Before the Call. Filmed by James Choi. Damn.
Wow.
That looks interesting.
I'm not familiar with the director James Choi. Maybe
neither.
I need to look that up, but I'm wondering. I'm curious about his background and.
Yeah. On the Chicago Film Festival website, it says Chicago-based director James Choi, so he's Chicago-based, composes his images with a rare sensitivity, combining unconventional cityscapes with subtle, understated performances to cultivate a contemplative mood. A profound meditation about identity, duty, and the difficulty of choosing a path when the distinction between right and wrong is anything but clear. Wow. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the trailer?
I think that first scene of him in a car, just like, I don't know, like that was powerful. I feel like
Yeah.
raw, and I don't know. I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because we were saying that we've known Andy since we were little, and like we grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. So for Andy to be coming back to the Chicago for this film festival for his first movie,
It's crazy.
it is nuts.
It's wow. Yeah. To have like gone to, I guess, the motherland, but it's still foreign because you're American.
Right.
You grew up in America.
Right.
And then you're like, I want to go into acting. And then to get cast in a movie, but then also from a Chicago director. And then to have this homecoming and this screening here. It's
The film festival premiere.
Yeah.
He gets to walk like a premiere, like red carpet. That's gonna be interesting. What would you wear if you were in a movie and you were walking a red carpet?
it's so hard.
Let's say like this one, we know very little about the Chicago Film
Right.
Festival. But like based on what we know about Chicago, like
It would have to be something just like very, I feel like clean lines and just something simple. I find that a lot of red carpets, like when you see celebs, like they look amazing because they have like all these fashion houses and like these stylists working with them. They have a lot of money. But then sometimes you see like the other people, like either they're like producers or like rich people, and they're all like dolled up, and sometimes it doesn't translate.
yeah.
I feel like that's why even when when people are on the red carpet and they're like wearing like just avant-garde, like comme des garçons or like crazy stuff like that, and it's like in person, like in like street style, and then when you get captured, it's like, oh my God, that's amazing. It's an amazing outfit. But sometimes when you go on a red carpet, and I feel like red carpets are a little bit more commercial, it like sometimes it doesn't translate appropriately.
Yeah,
so
I can
that's
see that.
frustrating.
Yeah.
So I would just say stick to just simple
A tux.
hanbok.
Oh, I got
How about a hanbok? Or
That'd be a good
he
one.
comes in Korean military uniform. That'd be funny.
Yeah. But we are definitely going to be at a screening
Yeah.
for this. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, there are two screenings. The first one is on Saturday, October 5th at 5 p.m. at the Gene Siskel Film Center. The next one is on Sunday, October 26th at 12:30 p.m. So there are screenings 2 days. Yeah, if you guys are in the Chicagoland area, like we are going to be there. Come watch this with us. Learn about Korea. I'm going to learn about Korea.
Sorry. Me
you're
too.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I feel like I've been having like a renaissance of feeling Korean. And I don't know,
yeah.
it coincides with the fact that we're planning for our trip coming up in November. For a long time, my Koreanness was something that, to be perfectly honest, I felt like I've had to endure. Like it was never, for me, like growing up in America, like being Korean was just like something like the color of my hair, or like it was just something like about me. I never like really identified with it. But lately I've been learning more about Korean history through this awesome podcast on YouTube. You guys should check it out. I'll link it in the description, called Yoksa Therapy. It's hosted by an episode. So the YouTube channel that this podcast is on is called SPNS TV. And it's a Korean, it's a YouTube channel run by a bunch of like Korean youths. And the name of the host, Jeonbum-sun. And yeah,
Bomson.
yeah. You know what? I'm sure when his family came up with his name, the rhyming, the Jeonbum-sun was like intentional. But for me, as someone who's just learning it, it was a little bit confusing.
Yeah. It's not an easy name to pronounce.
Jeonbum-sun.
Yeah.
N. Right? But this guy, Jeonbum-sun.
Jeonbum.
Oh, Jeonbum?
Bum.
Oh man, I'm stupid. Jeonbum-sun. That's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But he's a musician, historian, And the way that this guy has been able to lay out Korean history, at least like Korean like modern history for me,
Right.
in a way that, I don't know, the way he did it, this is something I told my brother, but it helped me recontextualize what it means to be Korean. And it's, in a way, it was like a reframe so that I could feel like more connected to it. And it's really interesting. It has a lot to do with like Korean, like what it truly means to be Korean. I feel like a lot of what we see in Korea, like in the media, especially as Americans, like it's just like K-pop, the food, you know, movies. But obviously being Korean is way more than that. And like obviously like my family too, but it didn't really, the totality of what it means to be Korean is something that was lost on me until recently. And it's been really inspiring. If you're Korean or if you're interested in Korean culture, I highly recommend the show. But yeah, we're really excited. Andy, we're looking forward to seeing you in October.
Well, today's October 1st, so
Oh
in a
yeah,
few weeks.
happy October in a couple weeks. And yeah, we're proud of you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. All right, and with that said, we are the Bubu Future. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.